Bathrooms by Design are the secret for complete, no-fuss, turnkey bathroom renovations. All their own trades and all the big brands. So while you're flat out with all things life, Bathrooms by Design deliver perfection.
We're back, and we've got the exciting part about today's episode. We've got some viewer questions. So as we've gained some traction with the Bathroom Pod podcast, we've got some interesting questions, and I think people watching and following and hopefully subscribing have asked us some cool stuff, Luke. So I'm going to sort of host this little bit of the segment. Garry, you're here with us following on from your Fienza interview. So we're going to keep you around for this. So we've got a lady, I won't say names, I'll just say the areas where they've written in from, and production have printed these off for us. So somebody's asked us, Luke, from Morphett Vale, what's your ideal bathroom concept?
Oh, that's a good one, actually, Heath.
And you can think about it as well, Garry, as well. You know what I mean?
Ideal. Look, I used to sort of like the old sort of fashion style bathrooms, but I've sort of gone off of that these days a little bit. Now
So yours is country?
Was country, yeah. Now I'm sort of more leaning towards modern.
Modern?
Sort of, yeah.
Gary, what's yours, mate? What's yours?
Oh, look, I'm probably influenced by a lot of the on-trend timber colours, the Scandi oaks.
Yeah.
Even walnut has really entered the market or re-entered the market. You know, go back 10 years ago, and walnut and the warm colours were very strong.
Yeah.
We're seeing walnut now coming back in.
So you like the walnut, Luke likes the country. I like, I'm probably more industrial, the greys. I like the concrete, the modern, edgy.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep. So that's what we're in for. We've got another one here from West Lakes. What is the weirdest or most embarrassing thing to ever happen to you on a job?
Oh,
Let's ask Luke that. He's the builder here.
Actually, it didn't happen to me, but it's something that I did see on a job. I did see the vanity taps, hot and cold, were around the wrong way. So the cold was pumping hot out and the hot was pumping cold out.
So was that on one of your jobs, Luke? 'Cause the question was, what is the weirdest or most embarrassing thing to happen to you on a job?
It wasn't.
I think Luke's trying to...
It wasn't one of my jobs.
Did it get fixed, though? We want to know, did it get fixed?
It did. Yes,
so hot and cold taps around the wrong way.
Yeah. Client was like, well, I've got no hot water.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a mistake, guys, but that's an honest mistake, and it does happen. Didn't happen to us, but it did happen.
But it could happen, yes.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So that's a couple. We've got one here. Here's a good one. Have you ever used the toilet you've just installed on a job in a bathroom renovation?
No.
Never? Never.
No.
No, I'm with Luke on that one. I haven't, but I have had some interesting call outs to customers.
Yeah.
About their toilets.
Have you?
And I probably should have mentioned this in your last question, but a question came through our service department about the flushing result of a toilet. And when I called into this customer's home, they'd made sure that the toilet pan was already full for me to check the flush efficiency of the.
Do you think they did that on purpose? Left the poo in there for you?
I thought that I looked at the camera
floaty down there.
Well, that sort of crosses over into the most embarrassing thing that could happen on a job for you, Garry. When you go out and do a service call or a warranty call, they've left the poo in there.
Yes, yeah. We got to the bottom of it, so it's okay.
I'd actually like to answer this question as well, even though I'm hosting the questionnaires. But I have, back in the day, probably about 12, 13 years ago, I actually used a ladies' toilet when I was a tiler, just in a van renovating bathrooms. This is a true story. Used a ladies' toilet. Just a number one, not a number two. Okay? She came home, had noticed that the toilet had been used. At the time, I didn't think there was anything in it. It was the only toilet in the house, and I thought, I'm going to use the toilet. Since then, though, obviously receiving her feedback, as a business, we actually stopped using customers' toilets that hadn't been used. It's almost the same concept, isn't it, when you think about it, about buying a new car. You want to be the first person to drive it.
Oh, exactly right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's exactly the same thing. I think customers see it as a sign of disrespect, potentially.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's something I've learned throughout, in the last 10 or 15 years of doing this.
Well, we have on-site toilets these days.
We do
don't
now,
we?
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, these days we've come a long way from,
From using a client's toilet.
well, obviously you using a client's toilet.
Yeah, well, you lied about never using one, so that's fine. But I
no
kept it
test
honest and real. No test drives, and I'm definitely not leaving number 2s in anybody's toilets, like the lady that left one for you, Gary.
Thank you very much.
Another question here. We've got a lady. Where's she from? She's from Old Dinga Beach. I like more colours. My husband likes more neutral tones. What do you recommend to find balance? Counselling. Absolutely counselling.
Well, that one,
If you're going to have that argument. No.
I'd
Neutrals
recommend,
and different tone colours. What do
I
you
would
recommend?
somebody booking a one-on-one consultation with our interior designer to
I love
talk
the
them
lead
through
in
the process.
to the little interior designer segment.
If you're at loggerheads and anyone out
see
there,
us.
yeah,
Yeah.
because a lot of people are right. Husband and wives don't think the exact same, or one's the big decision maker in the relationship. And if you can't make that decision,
And
We've
you
got
can
someone-
check out the full Fienza range of colours.
We'll have something to keep
Cater.
everyone happy.
Yeah.
So it's it is a great question though, because
It is.
What is on trend? How long does a trend last for? So colours and tones are very important. And that's why, once again, if I go back to Fienza, we're always looking for what's on trend. We're always changing up the range. We're introducing warm and neutral colours at the moment. But we're also introducing walnut and different textures. So
in short, come in, have an argument with your partner about colours, and we'll let our interior designer who's on site sort it out with you and potentially run you through the full range of Fienza colours.
it's called mediation.
Right there. We've got another one here, guys. We've got a couple more to punch through before the episode finishes. This is a weird one. A lady
What
from
the
our
others haven't been?
a lady from our north, she's asked this one from Gawler. What is the first thing you do in the bathroom after you wake up?
Okay, I think
Take a
I'm tapping
piss.
out now.
What do you do, Luke? What's the first thing you do in the bathroom?
normally do a wee in the toilet in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Luke does. What do I do in the bathroom? Well, sometimes when you ring me in the middle of the day, I might be in the bath.
That's at
not
12 o'clock
That's
in the
not in
day.
the morning. The first thing I do in the bathroom when I wake up, I'm a bit of a germaphobe, so straight in the shower and clean my teeth.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't like to be, that wake up in the morning feeling. So, yep, straight out of bed, straight in the bathroom and clean my teeth. Yeah,
So you do a wee in the shower then, we've just found out.
absolutely. Absolutely, I do.
Okay.
I'm a switch the light on sort of guy, and then I see myself in the mirror. I switch.
We may as well rip your toilet out.
I was going to say you go in and brush your hair, but we'll
Ouch.
Yeah. Oh, he's got you. We've got a really good one here, though. This one's a really, 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 really good one. Lady from Aberfoyle Park. With those toilets that don't have a visible cistern, what do you do if it blocks and you need access to fix it?
Ooh.
That's a really
one.
good question
Can I
from
jump in there?
Aberfoyle Park.
I think Garry should answer this one.
That one.
Because they do stock them.
Yeah, it's a premium product. It's the aspirational product, if you like.
It's the bee's knees.
Yeah, it's the luxury car when you consider toilets. So, and people are always scared about the water in the wall, the cistern in the wall. They forget the fact that their whole house has water pipes running through every wall and their roof. So there's water in every part of your house. They're a sealed cistern, and you have access to the product through the button compartment on
the panel on the front there, isn't
on the
it?
front
Yeah.
comes off, and the componentry inside is identical to exactly what's in every standard toilet. So they're accessible from the front. There's no need for rear.
It's the buttons, isn't it?
Yeah, so you
buttons
pop
pop
the
off.
button panel off and gives you complete access. The plumber can reach in and adjust any part, change any part, shut the water off. So completely accessible. So you shouldn't be scared of the in-wall cistern. And in fact, happy to at a later date, maybe we'll touch base.
I think
talk
that's a
through
good
it.
idea because that's a great. I know we've had a bit of a joke with this section, and that's what it was for. But that's a fantastic question, and I think what we should do in a follow-up episode is we'll get one in, guys.
Yeah.
So if you keep subscribing and keep following, we will actually show you what the in-wall system looks like.
Yeah, I actually recently did one on a job, believe it or not, and the lady was wrapped with it. And
Was she?
Yeah, a little bit scared at the start until she knew how it worked and everything, and then she just
But once that process is explained, like you've sort of done,
100%.
it flows on.
Yeah, beautiful looking product at the end. you know.
yeah,
It
it's
just
slimline, very sleek,
takes your renovation to the next level.
no system on the.
Got a last one for you boys before we wrap it up for the day.
Okay.
Here's a good one. I actually like this one. This is question of the day, and this comes from a lady at Henley Beach, a beach sider. Have you ever worked on a bathroom where you did not like the style, and how did you go with the customer?
Okay. That's over to you guys first because everything Fienza does, I love.
Wow. Look, I can answer that one.
Gary's
straight.
after a pay rise.
Yeah. Geez. Didn't know the whole episode was about Fienza, but no, that's a great question. Firstly, I think I'm very straightforward in my approach. My sales skill set is being direct.
Yep.
I think some people respect that. So when they're in one of our 3 stores, I usually take out of what the client wants, but they'll always ask me my honest feedback, and in short, I absolutely will give it to them. Yeah, if I don't think something's going to look right, I don't want to set a client up to fail.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that's why we have now interior designers on hand,
Yeah.
and things like that. We get it right.
Well, it
that
eliminates
realistically
those.
we're not having those
states,
conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about it, guys. Fantastic episode. Thanks for coming in, Gary. Let's do the handshake.
Yeah, thanks, Gaz.
Thanks, boss.
Thanks. That's
Yeah,
all right.
thanks, boss. Yep, I'll just fade off into the background. But no, thanks, guys, for following on. Thanks for subscribing. And we hope you love the episode, and we'll see you next time around.
Thanks.
Cheers.
boss.
That's a wrap.
Cheers.
They all say it isn't possible to have a no-fuss turnkey bathroom renovation. Bathrooms by Design are the secret. Complete turnkey bathrooms from design to completion. All their own trades, all the big brands, and just look at these showrooms. So while you're flat out with all things life, Bathrooms by Design deliver perfection. Bathrooms by Design, complete turnkey bathrooms without the fuss. Bathrooms by Design.